Hey guys, it's your boy Dino aka DRP here and welcome back to another video to my channel. Another video of me reacting to Death Battle, guys. Yes, this Death Battle is something that I've been actually very excited about. If you saw my last Death Battle reaction, this came out yesterday. And today's my day off. Perfect timing. So we're going to be checking out the Death Battle between Killua from Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter versus Misaka from a certain magical index. And Death Battle that I'm actually really looking forward to a lot. Now that I think about it, it's 23 on trending, guys. That's crazy. It's 23 on trending. Like, I've watched Hunter x Hunter. I did the reaction on my YouTube channel, and Killua is actually my favorite character. Absolute badass of a character. Misaka, I'll be honest, I know her, and I have heard of the anime multiple times before. It's a magical index, but I do not know enough about her to make a good conclusion. But just from what I don't know, like, so with Misaka I'll probably have to actually see the research. With Killua I know a lot more, definitely. Compared to Misaka I know Killua a lot more. And I know it's not going to be easy for her. No matter what she's got up her sleeves, I don't know. We've got to check it out, really, isn't it? So, without further ado, let's get right to it. I'm excited for this. I'm very, very excited for this. Let's see what she can do. So, connects on PC screens, fine. Volume's doing okay. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Sponsored by BetterHelp and HelloFresh.
Alright, let's go.
Killua Zoldyck, Hunter x Hunter's prodigious lightning assassin.
Yeah.
Misaka Mikoto, Academy City's ace electric princess.
Electric princess.
What is more
okay.
terrifying than the all-powerful crackling might of lightning?
Lightning in the hands of cocky, hyper-talented teenagers. Oh, the worst combination. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Like, what has she got that could beat Killua? I don't know.
The Zoldicks, a vicious family of assassins known the world over. So infamous for their killing techniques, a single photo of any member sells for millions.
You don't want to be the target of their next family outing. But like all families, there's bound to be a rebel.
As was the case with the middle child, Killua.
They seriously named him Kill? Hardcore.
Well, it might be a pun on the term kilowatt, but kill is apt, given he's been trained in past tensing people since he was 3.
I'll say, at age 14, he was strong enough to open a 64-ton door. Geez, what kind of workout did his family put him through?
Yeah, he's ripped
Somehow,
for
it gave
14
him
years
6
old.
skater skills, extendable claws, and rhythm echo, a technique that lets him fool people's senses with just his feet.
More accurately, by
crazy.
manipulating the cadence of his footsteps, Killua can create...
Yeah, so skateboards, yo-yos, hand-to-hand combat, resistance. He's got super speed. It was a god speed, light speed, or I don't know what it's called. Like when he goes into that form, he just starts moving super fast. High pain tolerance, bloodlust sensing, assassination arts, silent gates, claws, rhythm echo, the snake awakens, assassin
an
mode.
auditory illusion, capable of tricking even extrasensory abilities.
It's
Killua
crazy.
was a heck of a prodigy, but despite being able to effortlessly rip out hearts, his family still thought he wasn't cold-blooded enough.
Fed up, he ran away. Not to the circus, but to the Hunter Association, an association of people who hunt stuff. There he tested himself in the Hunter's exam and inevitably had gone head over heels for his new friend, Gon. Get it?
Oh, God, Wiz, are you still taking those waste-of-time improv classes?
Yes, and I think it's going pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Killua's family didn't like him making friends, so they sat him down and then calmly and politely tortured him mercilessly as punishment. It was only thanks to Gon that Killua finally convinced his old man to let him go out on adventures with his buddies.
But this change of heart was no act of compassion. Killua's father saw his freedom as just another step in molding him into a better killer. And in some ways, he was right. Through his adventures, Killua learned Nen, an invisible life force that...
Yeah, it's key. It's always key.
Actually, this
Showed
one's a bit
Vegeta
more
from
complicated.
Broly.
You see, Nen is utilized through 4 main principles. Ten for containing your aura while defending from physical and mental attacks. Zetsu for relieving fatigue and masking your presence. Ren for bolstering strength and influencing emotions.
That's pretty standard so far.
And Hatsu, the unique way in which one's nen is expressed. This comes in many forms, but all fall into one of 6 types.
I totally
which represent how
forgot.
proficient a nen user is.
I totally forgot that. I think I forgot what the guy's name is. That is the guy with the glasses who actually teaches Gon and Killua all of these stuff. Yeah.
Certain techniques.
Oh, it's an RPG class system?
More like a hybrid class system, because most users actually fall somewhere between 2 categories, giving them differing degrees of proficiency. Techniques from these nen categories can even be further enhanced by adding rules to their use. Oh, then there are the advanced principles, which...
Oh god, okay, I get it.
But we haven't even talked about Killua's Hatsu yet. Killua is a transmuter enhancer, i.e. he specializes in transmuting his aura into different forms and enhancing the power of himself and others. He uses his aura to...
He makes lightning!
Yeah. Sounds about right.
In Killua's
Sounds
hand,
about
lightning
right.
becomes a
Means
deadly
like
weapon that can
Godspeed.
fire
That's what it's called. Godspeed. Speed of lightning. He basically becomes like ridiculously fast.
down as a bolt, channel through his arms, or send through metal objects.
Like his super alloy yo-yos. These bad boys weigh up to 50 kilograms. See, that's how you make a pun, Wiz.
Kilograms.
Packing enough force to shatter
Fucking.
trees like I just shattered Wiz's confidence.
Add in Killua's lightning, and he can electrify anyone who touches them.
And this isn't some magic-y schmagic-y lightning. His bolts have been identified as the real deal more than once.
Meaning, Killua is certainly as fast as actual lightning.
Fucking
especially when he
hell.
uses it on himself to bust out Godspeed.
Godspeed.
A form that greatly amplifies his agility and power, letting him
Yeah.
bypass his synapses to reflexively react to threats.
For regular folk, that much voltage would be too much. But
Yeah.
thanks to Killua's training, he can shrug off over 1,000,000 volts of electricity.
He's also
He's age 14,
exceptionally
by the way.
crafty. In a Nen fight, every move matters, and strategy almost always triumphs, even against greater strength.
Killua used these powers to battle world-renowned thieves, bomber mercenaries, and ants.
That may not sound like much, but these Chimera ants were brutal, murdering and eating people by the
Chimera,
hundreds
yeah.
of thousands, then threatening billions. That reminds me of an
The
old
Chimera
experiment
ants.
gone horribly wrong.
That was
Killua
one.
understandably wanted to bail,
crazy
but
arc.
Gon pulled him back in, much to his frustration.
Killua wanted to be there for Gon emotionally, but could not comprehend why he was risking so much against the Chimera ants, going as far as becoming a monster.
In
Yeah.
other words, Killua was crushing really hard, but didn't know what to do about Gon's simple-minded impulsiveness. It didn't end well for anyone.
It
Yeah.
wasn't all doom and gloom, though. Killua held his own against some of the Chimera ants' best, surviving this forest-consuming blast from one of their captains.
Which, judging by its size, was worth several kilotons.
And he later
Kilotons.
injured a top-ranking royal guard, Yuppie.
Sure, he ran for the hills the moment Godspeed wore off, and isn't as strong as the weird horseman, but even just damaging someone who can make a crater like this is nothing to sniff at.
But amidst all the fighting, Killua still could not get his family out of his mind. Literally.
As in, his brother, Illumi, put a needle in his
Yeah,
head, forcing
yeah.
him to be controlled by self-preservation, ensuring he'd always run when victory isn't guaranteed. Wiz, you think you can call CPS
Yeah,
for
I remember that.
Thankfully,
I remember that he actually pulled that fucking needle out by himself, and that's when he actually got
after
overcame
some
it.
much-needed self-surgery and self-reflection, Killua removed it, overcoming his mental barrier and ready to risk his life for those he cherishes.
Die.
Which he did when he finally got himself and his dear sister Aluka away from their demented family. He even brought Gon back from the brink of his creepy Nen coma.
But despite how valuable Gon was as a friend, Killua realized his unhealthy dependence on him.
So he decided to travel with and
Yeah.
protect Aluka, finally realizing what he wants to do for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he set
Oh,
off
God,
on his own,
the
didn't he?
tearful romantic party.
I
Still,
know.
if Gon-
It was kind of sad to see. They were both like the best of best. Like the friends. Like they're like actually bros. So them leaving at one point to go on their own journey was sad to see. I'm
If
not gonna
Aluka
lie.
ever need help, Killua is sure to come running.
Ready to Killua anyone dumb enough to mess with him or those he cares about.
He's ridiculous. He's ruthless. Killua's just downright ruthless. I don't see how Misaka is gonna beat Killua, but then again, I don't know anything about Misaka, so
Episode is
we'll
sponsored
have to
by
see.
BetterHelp.
It can be easy to spend all your time on your work, your friends, your family, but how much time do you actually spend on yourself?
Therapy can be an incredible asset to your mental health, even if you don't think you need it right at this moment. A lot of these problems can be hard to spot without self-reflection and an outside perspective. It's easy to accept things the way they are without all and if help. Death battle.
Alright, let's get to this one.
Academy City, a sprawling metropolis filled with schools where espers train to master their supernatural abilities.
Most of these youngins dream of rivaling the best espers, but only a few are hardworking and smart enough to do it.
Among them being Tokiwadai Middle School's Level 5 Electro Master, Misaka Mikoto.
Level 5? So she's a Pokemon, but an anime girl.
Each esper's power and utility is ranked, with Level 5 being the highest they can normally achieve.
Of course,
And
of
after
course.
working up to that level, Misaka became unstoppable. She can magnetize herself to metal, electrically enhance her physique, sense her surroundings through an electromagnetic radar, and
Okay.
generate billions of volts.
In addition, she can make iron sand from disparate particles in the air to form tornadoes, body decoys, or a sword that vibrates at rapid speeds for enhanced cutting power.
Oh
Just
shit.
what an anime girl needs. A chainsaw. Man, if she gets
She's
serious,
good.
Misaka
A railgun. Electromaster, electromagnetism, weather manipulation, fucking hell. Defensive barriers, light manipulation, electromagnetic sensing, so she can sense maybe someone coming to attack her. Technopathy, okay. Bioelectricity, manipulation, electricity resistance. So, but I don't know how much she can resist from Killua's attacks. But Killua does use electricity, so I don't know. It depends how good her resistance is. Iron sand, blades and tendrils, drills, spikes, needles, body decoys. She can use these decoys that will work. Lightning giant mode. Lightning
You
giant
can
mode.
even make a friggin' 6 million ton kaiju out of it.
With such tremendous power, Misaka put an end to many crimes, earning fear among criminals, admiration among her peers, and lots of personal pride in her abilities.
Dang.
There was nothing she couldn't overcome.
That's
Nothing
crazy.
Except the bane of all tsunderes, a frizzy-haired, dumbass anime protagonist.
Enter Kamijo Toma,
Oh
a
my
level
God.
0 nobody who Misaka could not harm, no matter how many times she tried.
Oh, I hate you, but I secretly
What?
love you, and it'll work out in the end. Shut up! But she'd have more than a dork like Toma to worry about. As
Wait.
amazing as Academy City
It
is,
didn't
it's
work?
more corrupt than New York real estate. Years ago, Misaka gave some shady scientists a sample of her DNA, being promised it'd help cure tons of fatal diseases.
Instead, they made tens of thousands of clones of her, sending
Oh
them
my
all to be
God.
slaughtered one by one.
Specifically against another level 5 and A-tier edgelord named Accelerator. By farming all these clones, they hoped he would finally get enough EXP to become a mythic level 6. Is that seriously all it takes? How does this Esper stuff work?
Glad you asked. Espers represent the scientific side of the world, a side I'm so familiar with. All Espers possess an involuntary movement or AIM diffusion field that manifests their power, letting them consciously alter reality.
Changing reality with your mind. Isn't that just magic?
Au contraire, Boomstick, it's quite scientific. Look at Misaka's signature move, the railgun. Many real-life railguns use a set of parallel conductors to generate Lorentz force. By envisioning imaginary rails between herself and her target, Misaka can create a similar yet greater effect, accelerating the speed and kinetic force of a projectile, usually a coin, into a concussive bullet.
That's
It's
crazy.
beautiful. It's science.
Okay, I didn't know she was this
How long
OP.
are you gonna be nerding out over this?
Come on, this is like my one thing. Where was I? Oh yeah,
Misaka.
thousands of dead clones. Traumatized by the endless slaughter, Misaka felt enormous guilt. You see it all the time with horrific experiments.
Sure, buddy.
She worked for days to end the clone project, but concluded it would have to end with her sacrifice.
But Toma butted in, giving Misaka the support she needed in her darkest hour, while also punching out Albino Magneto with his Esper-proof fist.
Misaka had shouldered her burden for so long that she forgot how to rely on others. This wake-up call from her newfound crush was exactly what she needed.
But
Huh.
even with Accelerator decelerated, Misaka kept fighting Academy City's underbelly, all to protect her friends and free her sister clones she befriended. She dealt with a lot of trouble on the way, but had the power to do it.
In her battle with a killer cyborg lady,
What?
Misaka conjured a city-spanning storm, which, by measuring the size of the cloud relative to the city, would require over 58 kilotons of energy to make.
Killua, she's also fought other
Killua.
level 5s, not
Killua.
just Accelerator. She got into a middle school beef with a snobby telepath, fought this explosive weirdo, and dodged particle beams from an unhinged Karen.
The electrons of which can accelerate to high relativistic
It's
speeds.
Karen.
It's no shock. Misaka's reactions are that fast, given her lightning has been stated to be light speed on 5 different occasions.
More than just her
5 different occasions. So, but then Killua is also pretty much around that same speed, isn't he? Like they said, the actual speed of light. So maybe in terms of speed, they're equal or very close.
powers, though, Misaka's greatest asset is her intellect.
It might not look it, but high-level espers constantly perform tons of nerd math just to make their powers work.
And understanding other powers has been just as vital to Misaka's survival. Take her bout with the magic Valkyrie, Brunhild.
Remember when Wiz said espers were the science side of the world? Well, these weirdos are packing the magic. A single mistake from Misaka could have meant death, but she still stalemated Brunhild.
Now, Brunhild was still stronger and faster, but it is impressive Misaka was able to harm a saint, who are normally only deployed against foes capable of leveling mountains. One such foe, Hell, froze 100 kilometers of ocean.
You'd think this means Misaka can take on all sorts of magical baddies. But alas, the power creep says otherwise.
He's actually serious. When you're dealing with crazy magicians and magic gods, even a level 5 Esper struggles to keep up.
Fair
Misaka
enough.
valued her abilities so highly that she struggled to maintain her self-esteem when they weren't enough.
A shame Misaka cares so much about getting stronger when Toma appreciates her as a person first and foremost.
While certainly a flaw, that ever-persistent hard-headedness will also keep Misaka around, no matter the stakes.
So watch out, because this pint-sized 14-year-old
Oh, she's
is
powerful.
quite literally a walking railgun.
She's powerful. Okay,
This episode is sponsored by Help.
I didn't expect her to be as good as she is. Okay, so not only is she like one of the best sorcerers there, or the best student there, like a level 5 sorcerer is like the highest level electric sorcerer, or whatever you call it. She's very intellectual, meaning she's very smart. So she actually understands not only just her powers but the opponent's powers, so that she can find a way to survive it. If the battle goes on long enough for her to realize how to find a way to get around Killua, it might be a problem. However, Killua ain't stupid either. He's someone who's very crafty. He gets things done in quite a few ways, you know. He's got his own ways to get things done. He's a literal assassin. My man is fucking ruthless. He does not care. Like, my man just does not care. Honestly, even before seeing the whole research of Misaka, I was putting my money on Killua. Like, I don't know, Misaka. Can Misaka be as ruthless? Can she be as ruthless as Killua? Because I don't know, like, the thing is, I mean, they did mention she literally went up against a saint, but then when she realized she didn't have enough power to defeat them, it does bring her down. Self-confidence and morale down. Killua has gone up against some literal absolute fucking beings, like Chimera ants. Like, they're not fucking human, fam. They're not, like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm gonna put my money on Killua. I'm putting my money on Killua. I just feel like Killua might be a bit too much for Misaka. I think. I might be wrong. I'll be very surprised if Misaka does beat him, and I will end up seeing why. Is that a clip from fucking Jump Force? It is, isn't it?
Run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay, let's see. I think Killua got this in the bag, but I might be wrong. Let's see.
Hey, that's mine. I've been looking for it all day. Give it here.
You want it? Come and get it.
Oh my god, Killua.
Coins, huh? I had a butler who used these.
Damn. Oh.
Focus.
Yeah.
It's a trick of sound, not sight. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's smart. She's very smart. She said, you know, as you can see, she used the sound.
He's good at hand-to-hand. Better keep my distance.
She has stronger lightning. Gotta get in close.
No problem.
She's very smart. You could tell she's learning as she's fighting. Those are the most dangerous people. So if there's any way she could have a chance to beat him, it's just by learning as the fight goes on.
No time to break.
Damn, she dodged that, yeah. But both of them.
Now's my chance.
Mama whipped out Godspeed already?
You don't know when to quit.
Oh, she could enhance her physique as well. I totally forgot she could do that. I totally forgot she could do that. Hey. Damn. That man literally jumped over the lightning.
Electromagnetism, meaning it can be disrupted.
Uh-oh. Did she get... Oh. It was fake. It was decoys.
Distance,
Oh my god.
35 meters. Altitude, 45, 40, now.
She got him. Fuck off. Oh my god, she got him. Oh my god. The moment she the moment her clone disappeared, I was like, okay, I think it's over. I think it's over. Damn, she's bro. You know what? The thing that I had in mind is my man's been training since the age of 3 or 4, right? And he's 14 years, so that's a good 10, 11 years of experience being an assassin. But her brains really won this fight for her. Like, it's not about understanding her own powers, it's also understanding the opponent's powers so that she finds a way to survive. And this just proves it, doesn't it? Like, fucking hell, she nailed him. Look, props. Like, I can't say anything. I can't be mad. I can't even be mad. Sometimes I'm a little salty when I'm wrong, but with this is very smart. Misaka, well done, Misaka. I totally forgot she does decoys. I totally forgot she uses decoys. I totally forgot about that.
The electromagnetism, the science, it's...
All right, take a breather there, champ.
Whew. While Killua's assassin training made him a vicious threat, Misaka's abilities and know-how gave her the counter she needed in this mind-numbing battle of wits.
Killua could survive kilowatt-ton level blasts, and given some leeway, could scale to Yuppie, whose crater feat was worth 18 megatons of TNT.
Impressive, but the storm Misaka created beat anything Killua has done directly. And given similar scaling to
Right.
Brunhild, who Misaka not only harmed
Yeah.
but stalemated, her output could reach hundreds of megatons of TNT.
Right.
Meaning, no matter which numbers are used, Misaka would always have the advantage in raw electrical power.
No
Wow.
surprise there. Killua may have shrugged off 1,000,000 volts of electricity, but Misaka can dish out and survive billions.
Billions.
Still,
Okay.
both characters have contended with and harmed stronger opponents, and the two power systems they work under have allowed weaker opponents to defeat stronger ones in the past.
So, might alone wouldn't net either a win. Plus, Killua was way better at hand-to-hand and physically
Oh, yeah.
stronger.
Knowing his crafty assassin skills, things could have gone south for Misaka if she wasn't careful.
But fortunately for the
Decoys.
railgun, she was. Her fight with Brunhild shows she knows how to deal with tough, up-close threats while keeping her distance.
And being able to dodge
Okay.
particle beams meant Misaka was more than fast enough to react to even Killua's lightning-quick speed.
Add to that her bigger pool of powers, and she had plenty of ways to counter Rhythm Echo, since Killua was lightning, or just pin him in place long enough to pull off a rail.
Physically stronger, better at close range. Too slow to close the gap. Can't survive a full power. Straightforward Arsenal. Yeah, straightforward Arsenal. Yeah, he's can't compete in hand to hand. More versatile abilities and counters. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah, she does have a wider Arsenal range in terms of her abilities. Better long range, faster reaction, and attack speed. More powerful.
Railgun
electricity.
finisher. Killua was strong, but he wasn't gonna outmuscle 6 million tons of iron sand.
Killua was a prodigy in all things Nen, lightning, and killing, but Misaka's varied electro powers,
Damn.
quick reflexes, and scientific brilliance let her cash in.
Damn.
But hey,
Fucking
at
coined
least she
it.
let Killua keep the change. She Killua'd him.
The winner is Misaka Mikoto.
Take the change, bitch. Boom.
Thanks for watching.
This is a good
Stay
match.
tuned. We have a new death battle releasing
Decent.
every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button to get new perks and extra content.
Every 2
Planet
weeks,
level
eh?
members even see death battles before anyone else.
It's usually
so don't
like
miss
that,
out.
isn't it? Okay, what's next? Rocket. Rocket and Stitch. Get out. Rocket and Stitch. Oh my god, Disney versus Marvel. Fuck it now. This is kind of weird, but you know why. Rocket from fucking Guardians of the Galaxy versus Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, I think. God, okay, greetings from way far out. Okay, interesting. This is an interesting battle. I'm not gonna lie, this was a good battle, man. Damn, never forget while this is going on, Gon searching for his dad, Thomas getting bitten by Index. What Bungie Gun possesses the properties of both Robert and Gun. I've really appreciated Killua mentioning Goto after he caught Mikasa's first coin. Lightning powers have always had a special place in my heart. That and gravity lend themselves so dramatic effect and visuals. Even as someone who has never seen Hunter x Hunter and hasn't heard of a certain magical index until this was announced, I really liked this episode. It was strategic and everything after the kaiju especially was incredible. I'll be sure to watch these shows eventually. Also, Stitch versus Rocket so hype. Is it? I expected the death to be gory, but I didn't expect Killua to pop like a critical hit on Fruit Ninja. I wasn't sure about power scale, but with him being as fast as lightning and her powers being as fast as light, I knew with speed alone she should have this. But as fast as lightning and her being as fast as light. Okay, it's the wording, isn't it? Him being fast as lightning, but her being as fast as light shows that she's faster. Okay, seeing as the character from Index Railgun makes me so happy. It's the most realistic thing is that Gon didn't come to save him. Yeah, Gon, you should be ashamed. Now, this was a very good episode. I liked it. It was good. Let me know what you guys think on the comment section below, and then the video right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to me watching Killua versus Misaka today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to smash the like button, comment and share those good things, and see more content of me doing more Death by reactions in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, join the DRP Guild today so you don't miss a single video from my channel. It's reactions to Death Battle, reactions to Hololive, any other reaction videos from the series you get to see on the channel. So be sure to come in, subscribe, and most importantly, have fun, enjoy the journey with me. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dina signing out. Have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, peace.